Well, if this video ever gets posted, it will be day 1 of my video diary. I don't think that's very likely at the moment, but I'm going to persevere anyway. Anyone who's looked at my YouTube videos will know that I don't post videos just for the sake of it. I actually have something to say, some problem that I'm trying to work out. And the basic reason why I only posted 6 and then stopped was that I just didn't have anything more that I wanted to say. Which doesn't mean that I've stopped grappling with problems or asking questions, but I reached, especially after the last video, I reached a place where I just couldn't see that I could move forward by any effort that I could do. I'm very tempted, I was actually tempted to give a video talk on the idea of a conundrum, the idea of a philosophical problem that just doesn't have a solution. And that's too easy. I mean, it's just too easy to say, oh well, these problems don't have a solution, so let's just go off and do something else. I can't believe that. But at the same time, I just can't see how to go forward. Maybe a week from now or a month from now, I will see. I will have something moving me, something pushing me, some possibility of making progress, which I don't have at the moment. I'm going to just start with the absolutely central thing. In the last video, I talked about the idea of ultimate reality and how easy it was and how wrong it was to identify this with some kind of purpose. I think I used the phrase family story, which of course is the most naive version of this idea of purposefulness, the idea of a loving father looking after the universe and his children, etc. But the pre-Socratic philosophers had already moved beyond that. In rejecting the accounts of the traditional religions at the time, they saw the cosmos ruled by something they called mind, or nous, which was purposeful, but it wasn't a god, it wasn't a person, it wasn't something that had a plan for man or a plan for the universe. It was a far more general, undefined notion of teleology, of things being fashioned with some end in view, but not a particular end, the kind of end that you have in classic theology, whether Christian, Jewish, Islamic or whatever. And the idea being, well, none of the Greeks tried to say what this was, it was just a basic principle. I talked about the 5th element, but in fact it was given various names, and it was just an ultimate principle. You didn't try to understand it any more than that. You tried to understand the cosmos and its structure, but you weren't even going to begin to make sense of why there's a cosmos, why it has the structure it has. It just has it for some purpose which you can't define. Okay. But my thought was, this was actually originally in Hedgehog Philosopher, one of my blogs, suppose he knew the purpose. Suppose by some brilliant series of argumentative steps or some insight you suddenly saw that the universe had a particular purpose, and you could see it very clearly. How could that possibly be an acceptable solution? Because now you know. That's all there is. There's no disagreeing with it. You can't fight it. You can't argue with it. You're here for a reason, and this is it. And to me, that's absolutely unacceptable. So we're really kind of caught between two unacceptable conclusions. I mean, the alternative is there's no reason, we make a reason for ourselves. That's unacceptable because it doesn't make sense either. The universe can't have a reason, the universe must have a reason. Or if you don't want to talk about universe, me, I must have a reason. There must be a reason why there is I. There can't be a reason why there is I. I must have a task, I can't have a task. Whichever way you phrase it, you're stuck in the same, you're rebounding from the same two blank alternatives. And the thought that there really, really, really isn't a solution, there isn't an answer, that's it, just leaves me dumbfounded. Of course, there's a little part of me that thinks, well, how many times have I thought that there was no possibility of an answer, and then something came along and I thought, oh yeah, didn't think of that. So can't it happen here? Of course it can. You know, those human beings are fallible, and I am more fallible than average, I would say, going by my past errors and mistakes. But it looks to me like whatever you say is going to be wrong. And if you say, all right, you know, there's no solution, or we'll build a philosophy on that. That's you know, to me that's just nonsensical. So this is the place that I'm at. I would like to find a reason to keep pressing forward, keep asking questions, pursue an investigation. But at the moment, I just don't see what the point is. I don't see how it can possibly succeed. And I also don't see the point in a noble or ignoble failure. I don't see the point of trying when you know you're going to fail. There's got to be a chance, there's got to be a hope, there's got to be a point. So I think I shall leave it there for now. Bye.